Our 6.4, 9:09 a.m. presentation of Proclamation designating May 15th, 2023 as California Peace Officers Memorial Day and May 14th through the 20th, 2023 as National Police Week in Lake County. Supervisor Crandall and of course Sheriff and team. Yes.
Right. So before I read this proclamation, I'm just going to note the first responders event on Friday was a very moving experience, and it was very well received. There was a lot of people there, and so just wanted to highlight that we'll always remember the folks, and I'm glad that we keep that tradition going, as you know, the law enforcement, first responders, fire departments. It's very important to remember, so just wanted to highlight that. So I'll read this proclamation designating May 15th, 2023 as California Peace Officers Memorial Day and May 14th through 20th, 2023 as National Police Week in Lake County. Whereas all of the promises America offers, none is more precious or more elusive than the right to be free from crime and violence. And whereas the dedicated men and women who have chosen law enforcement as a career face extraordinary risk and danger in preserving our freedom and security. And whereas during the week of May 14th through 20th, 2023, National Police Week is observed throughout the nation in order to recognize the hazardous work, serious responsibilities, and our strong commitment to our nation's peace officers. And whereas in conjunction with important observance, May 15th will be observed as California Peace Officers Memorial Day in commemoration of those noble officers who have tragically sacrificed their lives in the line of duty. And whereas these special observances provide all Californians with the opportunity to appreciate the heroic men and women who have dedicated their lives to preserving public safety. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed by the Board of Supervisors of the County of Lake formally designates May 15th, 2023 as California Peace Officers Memorial Day in Lake County and the week of May 14th through the 20th, 2023 as National Police Week in Lake County, and encourages all citizens to remember those individuals who gave their lives for our safety and express appreciation to those who continue to dedicate themselves to making California a safer place in which to live. Passed and adopted this 16th day of May 2023. Signed, Chair of the Board of Supervisors, Jessica Pieska.
Lake County Sheriff Rob Howe, thank the board for these proclamations kind of technically too. As EJ, our Supervisor Crandall mentioned, we had our Lake County First Responder Memorial Friday was very well received and very well represented by the board. So I appreciate that very much. Normally when I give a talk like this, I would talk a little bit about the dedication and the hard work and what it takes to be in law enforcement. But today is pretty easy because I'm going to go over just the last under 24 hours for Lake County SO. So we had a high-risk search warrant last night. Most of our detectives, deputies were on that, many of them at least. That in itself is inherently dangerous, stressful, takes a lot of training, knowledge, bravery, stuff the general public just probably doesn't understand on a day-to-day basis. That went well. They get to go home in the early hours of this morning, and unfortunately we got a call about 4:30 of a violent crime that had occurred in Lake County. So I get there this morning, and of course, what do you see? I see a lot of the same faces that I know were at that search warrant last night. And that's kind of what law enforcement deals with. That scenario plays itself out every day in law enforcement. And there wasn't a citizen there that knows that happened because no one showed that. I was very much proud of them. Their professionalism, their dedication to get there, do that. The reason the citizens don't know that is because they weren't complaining or whining about it. They're just doing their job and doing their job well. And most of those things, again, as I said, they play out every day, but they go unnoticed and they go unappreciated. So that's why this week, this day is important to law enforcement. It gives us that opportunity to thank those men and women who do this job and to honor those men and women who gave their lives doing this job. So thank you, Board.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Anyone else? No?
Strong silence.
All right, I'll give him that. That's what it is. All right, anybody from the public want to say anything? Any Board of Supervisors? Supervisor Sabatier? Sorry, Jessica, this is your job. I'm
Not unnoticed and not unappreciated. I know that there's something that I did that I didn't feel bad about it, but I wondered why I wasn't doing it for everybody. After the 2015 fires, where the Rocky Fire got a little close for comfort for the city of Clear Lake, it became automatic to wave and say thank you to fire trucks as they were passing by. And I know I've decided that that's what I need to do every time I see a first responder. I notice you. I recognize that you're out there and you're putting your life on the line to make sure that our communities are safe. And I hope that others can do the same, because being recognized and being seen is part of the job that should happen. We shouldn't only see you when we need you. We should see you all the time. You're out there. I see you. You were at an accident earlier this morning, or at least law enforcement was. And you guys are needed, and you definitely have our support, at least my support. I'll speak for that. Yes. I figured that was comfortable enough to say that.
Tom Slade, once again. I listen to the scanner 911 calls, and I have for years. And I don't know if things have gotten worse, but I would certainly like to give all of you credit, because I hear some of the calls you go on, and I say, just as a layperson, there's a lot of very unhinged people out there, and some of the things that are described that you people go out and deal with. So thank you. Just thank you. That's all I have to say.
Anybody else? And I'll just say too, one of the things that people don't think about, and I know as a veteran, when you're in a country and you're deployed, people spit on you, people throw things at you, people say mean things to you, like really bad things, and they put you in a position to feel in danger. And I know you deal with that as well, because I've watched things happen on the rancherias, things happen in the community where they do the same things. They spit on you all, they do these things, and you have to just kind of like deal with it. And it's a split decision sometimes, and it's hard as humans to deal with this stuff. So I commend you for what you do, and I just wanted to make sure people know these type of things, because it's very hard to deal with as human beings. So,
Thank you. Proclamation.
oh, great.
It's in his pocket.
Oh, great.
Almost took down the California flag.
All right, great. Okay. You got it? One more. Okay, cool. We got it. Yeah.
These guys are coming.